Okay, so you know how the Cactus Jack universe just keeps expanding?
Yeah, it never really starts, does it?
Well, get this. There's a new official member. Wally the Sensei.
Ah, Wally. Okay. And, this might not be a total shock if you've been kind of keeping tabs.
Right. Not completely out of left field.
What's interesting here, I think, isn't just another signing, but the kind of artist Travis Scott keeps bringing in. Wally has a certain weight to his name already.
Totally. We're talking the Wally the Sensei from Kendrick Lamar's GNX. That feature, huge.
Exactly. That verse definitely turned heads, and now he's Cactus Jack official.
So the signs was there, weren't they? Like
Yeah.
the Jack Boy S2 artwork and the track list, the surface.
Mm-hmm. That was the tell, wasn't it? He was right there, the only artist listed who wasn't already signed.
Yeah. It felt like a pretty obvious clue dropping.
A breadcrumb trail for sure. And now, well, it makes perfect sense why he was featured so prominently.
It all clicks. And speaking of Jack Boy S2, this thing sounds like it's going to be massive. Not just an album.
Right, there's this whole film aspect too. Directed by Harmony Korine.
Harmony Korine. Okay, so think, like, aggro D-NFT energy. Maybe that Circus Maximus vibe Travis had.
That seems to be the idea. Korine has such a distinct style, very raw, very specific visuals.
The tagline they're using, fast cars, bright lights, and one shot to make it out. Sounds intense.
It really does. It suggests, a narrative, something more than just music videos strung together. Seeing how Korine translates that Cactus Jack sound into his visual world, that's gonna be fascinating.
You can almost picture it already, right?
Yeah.
And the cast for the film? It's the crew.
Yeah, Wally's in it, obviously, but also the usual suspects.
Sheck West, Don Tolliver, Chase Bisofago, too.
The whole family's involved. Which really speaks to that collaborative thing Cactus Jack has always been about. It's not just Travis, it's the collective.
Definitely feels like a group project. Now, the timing. People were really hyped thinking it might drop for Travis's birthday, right? April 30th.
Oh yeah, the anticipation was huge around that date. There was a lot of chatter.
And he kind of fueled himself, that birthday message to his mom.
Right, where he said, she'd heard the album and basically told him, drop it now.
Imagine getting that review from your mom. That's a cool little insight, though.
It is. Those little personal bits, they make the whole thing feel more real, Connects fans a bit more.
So, okay, the birthday came and went, no album dropped then. But it is officially up for pre-order now.
Good news for the fans waiting.
Yeah.
And new merch, too, usually goes hand in hand.
Always new merch. And Travis himself is clearly, super amped about this. Did you see that post?
The one where he said, Jack Boy's album Brazy, I just threw up, certified, something like that.
Yeah. That's some high praise from the source. When the artist is that excited, it usually means something special.
Means he thinks it's fire, basically.
You get the sense it's a project he really believes in, maybe push some boundaries.
And then he connected it to, his whole WWE thing, too.
Oh, yeah, that was interesting. What was that? Something about dropping the album before going back for WrestleMania 41? Yeah. And the capture was intense. I don't want a receipt. I want Blued after Jack Boys 2. I need that. All caps, of course.
Wow. Okay, so this album is clearly a major focus, a prerequisite for his next move, almost.
It really shows how important this release is for him right now. All energy on Jack Boys 2.
It fits, doesn't it? His whole world seems so interconnected. The music, the fashion, the big events like WWE. It all feeds into this one kind of Travis Scott experience.
You gotta remember, too, the first Jack Boys back in 2019, that wasn't some throwaway.
No, not at all. It was short, yeah, but it hit hard.
Went straight to #1 on the Billboard 200, 7 tracks, I think.
Something like that. But it made a statement. It showed the power of the collective, even in a small package. It definitely set expectations high for a follow-up.
So yeah, the bar is pretty high for Jack Boys, too.
Definitely riding on that initial success and the anticipation built since then.
Okay, so wrapping it up. The main takeaway is Wally the Sensei is officially Cactus Jack.
Yeah. And he's jumping right in, featured heavily on the upcoming Jack Boy S2 album.
And the Harmony Korine film that goes with it.
Right. Which leads to the big question, really. What's Wally's sound going to bring to the label? Especially with that Kendrick connection in his background.
Yeah, how does he fit in sonically? What kind of collabs might we see now?
It feels like a genuinely interesting new chapter for Cactus Jack. Watching how this whole Jack Boy S2 era unfolds with Wally now in the mix, it's definitely something to keep an eye on.